All right, shalom, shalom. First off, let's give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Sincere shalom to all you men preaching this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom to you striving and sincere believers. All right, and a few sisters that watch the videos, okay? It's your brother Shamagara coming to you with another lesson. And Lord willing, this lesson to be edifying, man. And today, over the past few weeks, the Spirit has been bringing out certain teachers teaching false things within the truth, man. And I just wanted to add my 2 cents to it, okay? Because it's one thing to teach something in ignorance, all right? But when you got elders and apostles and brothers that's correcting you and rebuking you, all right, through the Spirit, and you still don't want to listen, that's a whole nother thing, all right? Because when you come into this thing and you're learning, the Spirit reveals certain things to you, and you might not get the 100%, all right, but you teach certain things that okay? But the information is out there throughout the YouTubes and other platforms. If you don't know something, or so it's no excuse teaching the wrong doctrine once you've been corrected, okay? Because certain understandings come to you the more you've been in this truth, okay? And let's go to Matthew 5 verses 19. Okay, whosoever therefore shall break one of the least commandments, these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. All right? And one of those big damnable heresies, okay, which the scriptures said what happened and was happening during those times, all right, the times of the apostles and Paul as well, okay, one of the disciples, who was taught by Yahweh Shah personally, but it was damnable heresies back then, man. And one of the major prophecies that, if you consider yourself a teacher and a prophet, you have to get right. You can't get the mark of the beast wrong, man. That's not to be played with. And you don't want to be teaching unless you're 100% sure. And just my little 2 cents. I remember when those guys at Wafa, I'm not, or Salakia, Watchmen for Israel, came to me. Watchmen for Israel, when they first came out, and they were teaching about the mark of the beast and breaking it down the right way. And then out of nowhere, I guess years later, they did a 360, man. So I don't know what's going on with that. But the mark of the beast, okay, because it's very important to teach the correct doctrine, because your life is on the line. It's the RFID chip, man. And through the Spirit, this has been out for years, okay, and is manifesting right in front of our eyes, okay. It's not sin, although taking the mark of the beast is a sin, and it's unforgivable, all right, in this lifetime if you take it, all right, the RFID chip. And what does that say? Okay, it means that you forsook your God for the Israelites, your Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you wanted to worship the beast. Okay, so you took the beast's mark, which the beast is this Edomite system, okay, which they call NATO, EU. You want to be a part of this society. You don't want to be an outcast. So you forsake your power, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, to go along with this wicked system, man. It's not sin, because since the beginning of time, all right, since Adam and Eve, they sinned. And never mentioned that they had the mark. All throughout our generations, okay, the Israelites have sinned. Okay, only person that didn't sin was Yahushua. All right, so does that make it has to be 144,000? All right, and the 1/3. So you mean to tell me the 1/3 never sinned? All right, so it's contradictory. It's you got to look at them with a side eye. That's not me just getting on them to get on them, but it's weird to me. Okay, it's weird, and it makes no sense. Okay, even the apostles they sin, man. All right, they broke certain commandments in ignorance. Okay, um, so no, sin is not the mark of the beast. Okay, Solomon sinned. David sinned. Um, who else? Um, all type of elect men. All right, so no, that's too broad of a. We were born into sin. Okay. So if you're teaching this and you're caught teaching this, it said you're gonna be the least in the kingdom. And these guys, they like certain spots, certain the stature that comes with being a teacher. Well, if you really want a nice spot in the kingdom, you can't be teaching false doctrine, man. Okay, let's read that again. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. That's the kingdom of Israel to come. But whosoever shall do and teach them shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So you're going to have a nice spot in the kingdom of heaven. All right, the men that's teaching the correct doctrine, man, and it's very important. These words are for the sheep of the Most High, man. And once you teach false doctrines, you scatter the sheep, man. Because you got, and really, if those people do believe that and follow that and actually take the mark, all right, they weren't meant for salvation anyway. So really, everybody's playing their parts, man. Okay, but the men of the Lord, they're not going to teach damnable heresies. Okay, all right. Let's go to Titus 1 verses 8. For a bishop must, let's go to 7. For a bishop must be blameless as a steward of God, not self-willed, not angry, not given to wine nor a striker, not given to filthy lucre, but a lover of hospitality, a lover of good men, sober, just, holy, temperate, holding fast the faithful word as he have been taught. And it speaks about a bishop, but you can apply this to the men of the Lord teaching, man. Because what does a bishop do? A bishop is one who looks over after the church, man. He doesn't have multiple wives. All right, but in a sense, the priests, all right, the men of the Lord are priests too, and they let's read it again. For they are, let's see, holding, but a lover of hospitality, a lover of good men, sober, holy, separate, holy, temperate. Okay, so that applies to the men of the Lord too. Holy means to be separate, temperate. Check this out: holding fast the faithful word as he hath been taught, that he may be able by sound doctrine both to exhort and convince the gainsayers. Okay, holding fast the faithful word as he has been taught. Okay, we didn't get this thing on our own, man. A lot of us got it by way of the internet, myself included, and some men were fortunate to see the prophets and like out and about in the world, and they got it that way. Okay, so we gotta teach what's been taught. Okay, that's the requirements of a prophet. Okay, let's see. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially day of the circumcision. So it's people of the circumcision, okay, that are in this truth, so called truth, um, that are unruly and vain talkers and deceivers. You know, because if you're claiming that the mark of the beast is sin, you're deceiving the people, man. Okay, and that's a terrible thing. All right, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things they ought not for filthy lucre's sake. So it might be money, it might be certain benefits that Esau is giving them. Who knows? But the Most High is going to stop the false prophets, man. All right, teaching things which they ought not, and that's one of them, man. That's one of the biggest. Okay, you take that mark of the beast. There's no forgiveness. There's no going back saying, okay, take it out of me. No, that's it. The judgment is pronounced at that point. You just a walking corpse, man. Okay, let's go to John 2 verses 24. But Yahushua did not commit himself unto them. Okay, hold on. Salakia 4 verses 24. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. All right, and no lies of the truth. And that breakdown, which is different breakdowns of it, that's false, but that's one particular breakdown. It's not worshiping the Most High in spirit and in truth, man. All right, you got an obligation, especially if you're a teacher, to teach the right thing, man. So, that was my 2 cents on it. All right, and we moving on. Shalom.